Welcome to VHS Action Rewind!
My name's Colin and I collect the action movies on VHS.
My name's Caitlyn and I watch those movies that he collects. Every week, I love it. You're here. Welcome back.
Wow, come on in.
You keep coming back for more. This week, we're changing the game on you, baby.
Yeah.
We're always keeping things fresh in this relationship. And what do? Nothing.
What have you brought to the table?
Yeah, you piece of shit.
Get out! You're fine.
Come back to us. You watch us, and that's all that matters. And hopefully, you'll like and subscribe too. So this week, we did something different, and we're going to call it
Catching Up with the Classics.
Catchin Caitlyn Up with the classics. We're going to pick a movie that I should have seen, but I haven't because it's probably got a little bit of action in it, and so I've avoided it my whole life. This week, you guys, they say that what's the second Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, I think it is Freddy's Revenge.
Let's Google that.
Let's look it up so we don't look stupid.
Because we never look stupid. They say, they're always talking about Freddy's Revenge. So gay. Oh, it's so gay. It's a gay movie. Have you guys seen Predator? Because it is the gayest movie of all time.
It's
which
very gay.
I love. But man, if you want to see beefy men slapping their meat bodies together without shirts on, have we got a movie for you this week, and that's Predator.
Get ready to slap your meat. It's 1987's Predator.
I've never seen Predator, and I will admit that, and I loved it. I thought it was great. It started off iffy. It started off iffy for me, and then by the end, it had really won me over. Anytime there's like a horror aspect, then I can sit through it. I also like, for some reason, Vietnam-esque action movies. I know that they didn't go to Vietnam. You don't have to fucking go off in the comments section acting like I don't know where Vietnam is. Obviously, they're somewhere in a South American country. But they were dressed like they were going to Vietnam. And two, they talked about Vietnam a couple times.
Yeah, they did.
So,
There's helicopters, there's a jungle. Yeah.
I was just going to say those two things. That, to me, means Vietnam. I thought it was nice. I really, let's just get into it.
Yeah, like what was your favorite
No.
part?
No.
Okay.
We just have to go step by step through the movie.
Scene one. So, they're somewhere in South America. There's probably communists, but they don't really say because I think they're tiptoeing around that.
Definitely communist.
But there's some sort of guerrilla army that has captured a cabinet minister by way of helicopter crash, and they captured this person and some U.S. soldiers. So they bring in Arnold Schwarzenegger and his team, and they come in and they're like the pros, and they got the biggest muscles and the biggest guns. So they go in to go rescue these people, only to find out that they were set up by Carl Weathers and the CIA just to clear out this guerrilla outfit and steal some intel.
What happened to you, Dylan? You used to be somebody I could trust. I woke up. Why don't you? You're an asset. An expendable asset. And I used you to get the job done. Got it?
And then afterwards, they start to get picked off one by one because there's an alien there. There's an alien from outer space.
Yes.
Who has come to Earth basically on a hunting trip to pick off soldiers to test their hunting abilities.
You find out in the movie he comes there quite often. When does she say when it starts getting spicy out?
Yeah, they capture one of the soldiers, this woman who at one point starts to admit that there's stories of the area that these aliens have been seen before, or these monsters. She doesn't really say exactly, but it sounds like it's like a very old, like, recurring thing.
What I really like, when the Predator comes to Earth, they only pick on people that are, like, heavily armed or, like, have like a gun, and only when someone is alone. It's like one-on-one.
So that's
Because
cool.
it's man to man,
Yeah.
baby. You know what? It might be in space, but they still got men there.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
And this isn't my idea. I don't remember where I heard it, so I can't give credit where it's due. But there's someone that posed a theory that the movie is kind of flipping the script on normal horror tropes. Men are the target, obviously, but men who are hyper masculine and like that toxic masculinity is punished. The more toxic masculine traits that a character has, the more likely that they're gonna die next.
That's the reason that I loved it, is that it wasn't this like cheesy, hyper-masculine, super patriotic movie like every other fucking action movie from the 80s.
I think the genre of science fiction and horror are melded into action in this, and I think those two genres lend themselves better to reinvention.
Yes, sci-fi is another one that's like, it's so creative, they flip the script a lot. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about?
There is just the way the Predator looks is really cool. And especially the first time that they show the Predator.
Yeah.
I'll probably just play the clip, so I'll play the clip right now.
Okay, cool.
Mac! Mac! Get Ramirez on his feet, get to the chopper. Oh, shit!
It was an interesting choice to have the Predator just be bald and naked.
Yeah, and not many people know this, but the Predator was Mac from Mac and Me.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they hired him. You know, it seems like in the 80s he was really in his heyday, and you don't hear much from that actor.
Yeah, well, they're very typecast, and unfortunately it's because of their presence.
Yeah. Presence or looks?
Their looks is what I meant. The presence.
Their
that they
essence.
It's because of their just general vibe.
They are typecast for vibes. And it's a darn shame.
I know. Shit.
You can have an essence and do anything you want, any role you want.
Some people have an evanescence.
That is true. I have heard that before. And thank you for saying that.
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part, obviously, is the beginning, whenever Arnold and Carl Weathers are just sopping wet. They're so sweaty. Their shirts are both undone, I think. Maybe I just made that up. I don't know. I assume. Let's just say that they are.
Metaphorically, they're undressing each other with their eyes, I think is what's happening.
It is, I mean, Carl Weathers is sauntering, which is... I mean, I like to see who doesn't like to see that, but he's sauntering over, and Arnold, when he says Dylan, his voice cracks.
Dylan!
In like the best, most innocent way possible. He's so excited, and they make eye contact for probably 10 full seconds. It is wild. I mean, just straight eye contact while they're arm wrestling. It's so gay. And I love it because, to me, it was really apparent. I don't know. I guess I just love whenever action movies are super gay, because I think a lot of people that are huge fans, unironically, of action movies...
Especially from that time.
From that time,
generation.
in that heyday, that generation, you know, a lot of them didn't get to probably express themselves in the way they want to, or come out if they were gay.
You son of a bitch.
So, my favorite part,
Okay.
Schwarzenegger falls down the cliff and goes into the water through the waterfall, and the Predator comes down and follows him, and that's just my favorite part. I have nothing to say other than
Oh.
that I think it's just cool.
Okay, you built that up like it was not going to be that, but okay.
Yeah, with the part where he's like covered in mud, he's like, he didn't see me. Alright?
You can do better than that. You can do a better Schwarzenegger.
You can do a better Schwarzenegger. Can I?
Do it again.
Oh no.
Do it again.
He didn't see me. He didn't see me.
He didn't see me.
He didn't see me.
Yeah.
He couldn't see me.
Come on! So that's my favorite part, and I think it's just because it's the first time you get a real good look at the Predator.
The Predator. Also, it's refreshing, I feel like. You get a dip, to see someone with their strong body go for a nice dip.
Yeah.
I just like the look of waterfalls. We can move on from this. I don't know why I wanted to go into that, but it just looked refreshing.
I've got some nerd facts for you.
Nerd facts? Wow! Tell us, Cullen.
Okay.
These are facts, and facts don't care about your feelings.
So the Predator was played by Kevin Peter Hall, very tall man.
Why does he have 3 names? Just say Kevin Hall.
Well, he's so tall he has to have 3 names.
Oh, okay. That is how it works.
Yes. Originally hired was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He has 4 names.
I know, it's a lot. This was before Bloodsport came out too, so this was before he was famous.
Bloodshot.
Bloodshot. He was hired to be the Predator, but he was fired. Van Damme's only about as tall as I am. He's only like 5'8". He's very short.
What?
This short dude in an alien costume standing next to Schwarzenegger and the rest of the cast, who are all like above 6 feet, just looked silly.
Oh, that hurts my feelings for him.
When it was shot, he was just a guy. He wasn't.
I don't give a shit. That's worse. That he wasn't famous, so they were like, we can treat you like shit. Okay, Ellen DeGeneres.
Well,
Jesus.
I think he was hired because they thought like his kickboxing background and his gymnastic abilities, like
that he'd be able to do that in the suit. No one could do that in the suit. It's impossible. Try it at home and send me your tapes. Write us.
Write us. But also on the topic of the suit, my next nerd fact is that the
My next nerd fact.
The original suit looked totally different. And the scenes that they shot with Van Damme, there was a completely different design for the suit. And this is another reason of why they think they might have gotten rid of Van Damme, is because they wanted to totally redo the way the suit looked, because it looked terrible.
Wow, that looks like the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
It's kind of like an insect head.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
Humiliated.
So so they did a complete redesign, and the team that built the original, they also fired them, and they hired Stan.
They were too short.
They hired Stan Winston, who is famous for creating the Alien Queen and Aliens, and doing the Terminator makeup effects. So he did the new design, which is
amazing.
It looks
dope.
It holds up really well.
It holds up very well.
Like how well this actual suit looks, and how fluid the like mandibles move and everything.
Yeah.
Nothing about that looks hokey. Also, as far as all the like toxic masculinity that was on that set, apparently every day at 3 a.m. the entire cast would wake up to go into a gym and compete, like weightlifting. And they were weightlifting like super hard, like at 3 a.m. every single day, except for Carl Weathers, because he would on purpose go at a time when everybody was sleeping, and then when everyone would be like, why aren't you working out? He would just be like, I just look like this all the time.
No fucking way. I think that's why I love Carl Weathers so much.
I do love Carl Weathers. My last point is that every single person that you see on camera in this movie is currently having explosive diarrhea.
What?
That's right. They filmed somewhere in Mexico, and everybody got the shits from drinking the water and eating the food there.
Get to the chopper!
Let's do some hot or not.
Hot or not?
Hot or not.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah, let's start with the big guns and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Guys, I've never thought Arnold was hot, okay? And yes, I've seen him in, what's the workout movie?
Pumping Iron.
I've seen him in Pumping Iron. To me, he is visually disgusting. I don't like his gap. I love gap. If you have a gap tooth, I'm sure I'll love it. Something about his gap rubs me the wrong way. Don't like muscly men, obviously. It's just not for me. I actually was a little bit juiced up because of him in this movie. I thought he looked good. It's really weird that I've never found him attractive. I thought he's pretty hot in this movie. So I'll definitely say hot.
Yeah. Is it the 5 o'clock shadow, you think?
I think it might be. Carl Weathers, hot. Love him. I
love Carl Weathers.
love Carl Weathers.
Also, his muscularness isn't like over the top.
It's not a like a pork butt. That's what I think of whenever people are super muscly, just like 2 flank steaks, just like slapping around.
Like a couple of briskets stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, it's just too much meat.
Mm-hmm.
And Carl Weathers is not. He's a sexy man. He looks good. He's aged, but not like a gross old person.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a very underrated actor.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesse Ventura.
Not. I mean, he's got a weird shaped head. He's an asshole in this movie. He
plays
just looks
the
stupid.
asshole really well, though, I have to say.
He does. He did good. I mean, he did good. I'm just not hot. It's not. Yeah.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
All right, Bill Duke.
Bill Duke, hot. Just because he's so likable. I like, aside from Carl Weathers just being like confident and Arnold's hot 5 o'clock shadow, I think Bill Duke made me like this movie as much as I did. I just felt like there was a lot of depth to his character. He was vulnerable and, I don't know, just seemed sweet. He just seemed like a nice dude in the movie.
And he also like cracks under the pressure.
He's cracking, which is what I like to see, because that is the reality of the situation.
I'm gonna have me some fun. 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 I'm gonna have me some fun.
The big finale, Predator.
Absolutely hot, and I'm not joking. Something about it I'm like actually sexually attracted to. I definitely think he's hot, and I feel strange saying that, but he's human enough to where it's fine. It's okay. I'm not,
It's alright.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not a problem, me saying that. I think that he's hot. Like, he's built like a human, okay?
Yeah.
So,
He's got pecs. He's wearing
pecs.
like fishnets.
He's got pecs.
He's got a loincloth.
Yeah,
He's got dreads.
I would say that most people who see Predator would say he's hot, even if they don't want to, like, say it out loud. In their head, they're saying the Predator's hot. Yours is always going to be a 10.
This is a 10 out of 10.
I would probably say an 8. I really liked this movie.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how much I liked it.
So, an 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10. Wow. So let's just revel in me loving this movie. I loved it, baby. I loved an action movie. What?
We found one. We found one she likes.
Oh my
Now next week
goodness.
we're getting back into the weeds, back into the shit stuff.
But it's so bad. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it.
I'm hopeful for the next one.
Okay.
And last time I said that, I got burned pretty hard, but
I got burned. I'm the one who got burned because I had to sit through that piece of fucking shit. It was so awful. I hate Invasion USA. I forever, have a rage in me that I didn't have before because of Invasion USA. I fucking hate it. Oh, it makes me so mad knowing that it's out there. God damn it. You want to do our fucking catchphrase that we always say?
Yeah, and I also want to say to make sure that you like and subscribe if you're watching this on IGTV. follow us on Instagram and leave a comment. Let us know, what did you think of Predator?
What did you think?
What do you think we should watch next? What's a good classic that
nice,
Caitlin
you
should
guys. Yeah, yes. The classics, definitely. Yeah, and you know what? We love you guys.
You are so important to us.
You're so important to us. You are what keep us going.
Every morning we wake up and we look at each other and we're like, it's not worth it.
And then I say, but our fans, Cullen.
And I'm like, oh yeah! Okay,
So,
alright. Let's do it again.
Until the next time. You, me, let's kiss on the mouth. And